quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Paul, go on!
Ja, jag ska. Okej, jag måste titta lite närmare på det här. Gear. Nu tog vi gear. Outfit.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
Biomutant. Det var en bra början på del 2 av den här streamen. Eller videospelet. Okej. Achievements på det. Erik Bäckström, Jakob Bastviken, Marcus Pallasio, Jonas Ers, Sprint, ja visst. Jag ska bara läsa vilka det är först. Nikolaj Nyqvist, Adam Bergström, Stefan Ljungqvist, Magnus Persson.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see.
Okej. Så, jag kan place. Vet jag vart jag vill. Tim Bengtsson, Daniel Lindberg, Gustav Järn. Wow. Vilken typ? Torkelfoner.
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first or the last village it'll leave in its wake.
Jag brukar alltid titta lite närmare på vatten i spel. För vatten är ganska svårt. Men här har vi inte satsat på realism så att då blir det genast enklare. Okej. Vi kan inte simma. Nästan alla däggdjur kan simma. Finns det något däggdjur som inte kan simma? Kanske fladdermössor som flyger. Så det går att hitta lite grejer.
That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake.
Jag vet inte om jag är en jättestor fantast på hur gräset rör sig.
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Ah. Tapong. Nej men.
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
Det är klart man hjälper till.
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
Så vart har vi?
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important.
Out of date.
Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same.
Up.
The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction, to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side.
bubuko von yunvun ayamuaya.
He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part.
Koyetu koweboy ayamuaya.
He can sense you share Myriad's view on the world. The Myriad would embrace someone willing to fight against the tyranny of the Jagni.
Ewe boboye. E bubuko von yunvun.
Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
Come, Reaper.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Okej. Så det här är alltså Another World. Och klart vi försöker spela som god människa eller något. Jag är inte riktigt kompis med det här systemet måste jag säga. Okej, så. Och så. Jag återkommer om en liten stund.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Okej. Så det fanns... Ibland så andas jag annorlunda, eller liksom mer ansträngt. När jag spelar, eller när jag försöker prata samtidigt som jag spelar, så märker jag att jag tänker för mycket på andningen nästan. Hur som haver. Det blir nästan så att jag börjar gäspa. Av det. Nästan när jag gäspar. Här ligger du och är död. Här ligger någon annan och... Okej. Jag kan inte dodge i luften, utan jag trycker dodge och sen så gör jag en kullerbytta när jag landar istället. Okej. Vad vill jag att jag skulle göra? Precis något sånt här. Det bunkern.
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
Väldigt snyggt ljus i alla fall. Men eftersom jag inte kan simma så låter jag nog bli att ta... Jag slåss mot. Varför har jag ingen pistol? Vad fan har hänt? Så. Vem slåss jag mot?
Shot through. Dead already. Shot. Jag bara går. Okej. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
Det är det. Nej. Vad konstigt. Upp ser det helt normalt ut. Men nedklätt ser inte normalt ut upp heller för den delen. Men neråt var verkligen inte så snyggt, nej. Det var bara lite samma animation. Så det är lite sån här... Ja. Så ska man följa vägen kanske.
That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see.
Fast travel. Okej, spännande.
It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Says the Sifu decides who the Sifu wants to see, but is willing to let you give it a try.
Okej. Är det Sifu?
Sibi? Lappanen aginkalman. Keratna falo putut mus. Tugai la wude.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace.
Ja, så kan det vara.
The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. He heard you took out of Dateside against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next, and that's something you have in common. He's convinced you've returned for a reason, and is glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life.
Jaha, vad ska man välja här då? Ska man rädda trädet eller inte? Eller ska man... Nej, jag
All the goose are gonna
He was hoping
får väl
you'd
göra
join
om.
them. You
Annars, i värsta fall.
understand that there's no harm in doing good to others. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe. The Jagni tribe may believe that fear and hatred will lead them to domination. A vanquisition of the tribes and destruction of the Tree of Life won't be the restart they want. It's just an end to everything. Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. You need to take the struggle to the enemy, or the enemy will bring it to you. When survival is threatened, there's no other option left but war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. They passed the point of no return as their words lost power and see no other way forward than using violence to combat violence. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help.
Alltså, var den här... Jag vill ju veta båda grejerna. Så att... Ja, ja.
Even though it's now a different place from a different time, it is a place that will make you remember.
Okej, jag måste kolla en grej. En kurs jag har sökt. Så är jag på reserv på. Jag har kommit in på en utbildning i höst. Men det var inte mitt första val. Det här var... Inte heller mitt första val, men... Det är kul i alla fall att man har någonting på gång. Igen. Och att jag kanske kan utbilda mig till någonting väldigt annorlunda än vad jag har gjort hela mitt liv tidigare. Förhoppningsvis så kan jag lära mig mycket mer om sånt här bland annat. Inte om spel kanske, men om streaming, bygga medier, bygga plattformar, jobba med plattformar och sånt. Hej.
Says there's an interesting place nearby that no one knows about, but doesn't really want to talk about it right now. Says there's no reason to let you in on where it is. Says there's no reason to make threats. Would have told you about it sooner or later. It's not far from here.
Jag tyckte det var att jag inte var.
Wonders if you're sure you should be out on such a dark night. Says you should take it easy.
Okej, jag förstår varför man kan tröttna lite på...
Asks you to check out the wares, confident you'll find everything you need here. Points out they just restocked, so you should be able to find something you like here.
Okej, funkar som de flesta butiker hittills då. Det är så att jag har massa pengar uppenbarligen. Konstig stil egentligen. Jackan känns naturliga, men om det här är så börjar ju foten med andra knäskålen så att säga. Då tar han sko på längst ner. Ah, ja. En del hälsogrejer. Vad jag är lite frustrerad över det är att jag inte har hittat något sätt att checka in vapen eller vissa uppdatering på det. Outfit. Okej. Automation, det är min lilla... Biopoint. Så vart uppdaterar man Biopoint någonstans då? Här. Okej. Vi börjar väl med att... Okej, det är lite Assassin's Creed-variant. Tryck ner den så får du special... Okej, ja. Kan jag absolut leva med. Och vi vill ha Blaze. Den vill vi tydligen ha på B. Men vad händer med... Så ja. Finns en dörr. Luta. Inga konstiga grejer med stjälsaker i alla fall. Det är kanske inte så konstigt, men... Finns det fler dörrar jag kan gå in i?
Thought you were smart enough to know better than to try to save things.
But I can realize.
Says you'll see each other later.
Oh.
Peddler is eager for you to have a look at the wares. Just you take it easy. You won't strike a good deal here if you're in a hurry.
Jag kan inte ha råd med någonting i alla fall. Det är det i alla fall. Vapen. Men det borde ju betyda att jag kan titta på mina vapen någonstans, eller? Eller kanske kommer upp när man har flera vapen eller någonting.
Says the shop holds something for everyone, especially you. Says you're in good company. Everyone needs a good deal. See what they have.
Ja, pengar, eller så pengar, kläder. Oj, söt. Koling. Tackar. Den skuggan var lite konstig. Kommer det från därifrån eller?
Remembers you as a quiet kid. Grateful you got over that. Says you'll meet again.
Kan man ändra sitt utseende någonstans i sen? Jag tänker färga om sig eller någonting. Inte jätteviktigt, men det var kul att prova
Says
det
there's
ut
treasure in the
lite.
wildlands going begging for anyone who has the guts. Says goodbye to you.
Namplasinam tautplau. Tulla sumalla me, tulla su.
Shines happy that the myriad can count on a friend as bright as you.
Najenle najagmanrunab.
Hopes to see you again soon. Wonders why you haven't been to see Wiz. Don't you like Octopod? Says you should take it easy. Says it's a shame that Jagni can't see what Myriad sees, a world worth saving.
Says it's nice to see you. I hope to see you eller någonting. Okej. Ja, inte världens mest detaljerade karta. Eller utsagt inte vem.
Says the tree of life reflects. Will be a...
Tack. Hopp.
Tarayu hala panyaza.
The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the fort.
Nyamana flemina feja.
Seems surprised you have to go.
Så, lite slut. Jag har spelat än så länge att grafiken, visst den brister lite när man väl kommer nära. Men så här på håll så tycker jag att den är väldigt nice. Jag hade gärna sett lite mer att göra i kameraläget. Det bjuder ju upp till en del fina vyer det här spelet om inte annat. Faktiskt. Men sen så önskar att det var de hade snott att man såg andra människors bilder på världskartan också. Så, här är jag och sen hade vi ett frågetecken där, men först så ska vi inte utan dit. Alltså, känns ju lovande ändå. Jag menar, ge den här studion lite mer pengar så de får lite mer resurser. Så kommer det bli väldigt trevliga spel framöver. Tänkte med de här om de hade samma budget som Assassin's Creed-spel eller Cyberpunk-budget liksom. Men jag tycker att det är väldigt nice att det kommer sådana här spel som inte kräver AAA pengar också. Nu vet jag inte vad det här spelet kostade, men ja. Jag är nästan på väg mot det här frågetecknet också. Det är inget större skillnad mellan att springa på 4 och 2 ben. Wow.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled. Right between the eyes.
Vet inte. Det gick så sådär.
Close encounter.
Ja, det ska ha lite... Och jag ska... Kontrollen är inte tillräckligt tajt för det här. Alltså jag måste göra en rätt också, men... Men det är som att...
Half-lifed.
Okej, jag fattar.
Kaboom!
Det är så liksom att... Innan spelet börjar en ny rörelse så måste jag avsluta den gamla rörelsen. Slåss man. Så måste den göra klart allting innan jag kan göra en... Okej. Det gör ju att spelet känns lite mer oprecis eftersom det var inte... Det kommer några sekunder sent. Journal. Maximum dark. Ha, okej. Shit, man behöver ju allt det här. Nu när jag börjar förstå hur spelet funkar så...
You got the moves.
Speed är bra. Nej. Upgrade point. Jag tror faktiskt att det är ganska viktigt att lyckas i dialoger.
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over.
Okej, nu ska jag vara lite
Essence of
ner.
a long lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes.
Vad
He
skönt att
asks
kunna
how
göra
you
det.
are today. Goop says he always does better whenever he leaves failure behind. He's happy his good mood is infectious. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he's here
Åh,
to
ska
give
man
you
få
a
lära
helping
sig
hand.
simma? Vad
He
skönt.
thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored.
Okej, det är så man lär sig simma.
He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? At least you learned that you'll drown if you don't swim. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Great things usually happen to those who never stop trying. He hopes you'll be one of them. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can never try too hard. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that Wang Fu is in your blood. You should know, practice makes perfect. You have to keep working on it if you want to be good at it. She'll see you at the village square.
Okej. Då får jag väl...
She'll be waiting for you. There will be a surprise for you at the end, too.
Spännande. Jag ska testa simma igen bara. Okej, det där med same, ja, den rinner jättefort.
Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind.
Han påminner mig om professorn i Nightmare
Asks how
Before
you're feeling
Christmas.
today.
Vi är snälla mot människor.
Being nice comes easy for him. That doesn't make it less important. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He's happy to hear that from someone that's a part of the coming generation. You owe it to yourself to protect the environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some.
Där. En. Jag undrar om spelet kommer vara så att man försummar morsan nu. Eller Moma.
He wonders what usefulness you found. Sometimes he's an expert, but sometimes he just does what's right. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you get your hands dirty. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start.
Nice. Så. Okej. Huh. Ja. Bra.
You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He believes being considerate will help you feel at peace with yourself. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. You're not in this world to live up to his expectations, but he hopes you're never going to have to use that weapon of yours. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. That's all she's ever wanted of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than that. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. She wants you to understand that whatever path you choose in life, you must stay true to yourself.
Okej.
They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. They push each other to become better, and sometimes someone gets pushed down along the way.
Snyggt. Jag gillar när dodge funkar. Wow. Hej karategubben. Här är... Ursäkta. Nej. Oj, vad
She
liten jag
asks
faktiskt
if
var.
you're hurt. What happened? She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at sunrise tomorrow, so they'll need all the rest they can get. The most important thing is that you're okay. It's time to focus on your training now. She said it before. Wang Fu will keep your body in good health, and that's how you keep your mind strong and clear.
Men mitt fina svärd.
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best.
Papa Zulu me.
Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. He knows growing up is hard, and things will continue to go wrong as you become older and figure out how to make them right. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept responsibility for your own actions and future. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics.
Wuksa u intabadangal.
He's curious to see what you found.
Goga, Vaksan u intabadan kamaklai.
He's all for renewal and has even considered making the trip out into the wilds to look for a bionucleus pool and refresh his DNA.
Kunududua.
Lät ju fräscht.
He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know how to upcycle.
Sarevanyat zap le intankakudu.
Says at least dirty hands are proof that you tried, and that counts. That you failed this time doesn't mean you can't succeed the next.
Ikaya marafka.
He says it's about time you learned how, and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found.
Okej, kort paus. Kort paus som sagt. Okej. Känns lite ologiskt än så länge. Utseendemässigt. Vi får se. Tar jag. Skruvar på ryggen känns.
Owaksu. Sarevanyat zap.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you.
Kidlo.
Agrees. At least that way it'll never go out of style.
Kidlo.
You should take it with you, wear it to practice.
Ja.
He thinks you should. She'll be proud of you.
Dana.
Tack.
Tisa fela.
He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this.
Ser fortfarande ologiskt ut. Det är någonting med håret som inte stör mig. Dels i rörelserna. Men också känns det... jag vet inte vad. Funkar absolut på håll. Men... ja. Jag hoppar 3 gånger. 1, 2, nej 2. Okej, jag hoppar 3. Trappa. Ska hon gnälla på mig eller?
Kuri kumbala muma.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Taifanana numa tukonda.
Wants you to understand that you can do anything if you work really hard.
Taifanana numa minalagi mamu.
She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down.
Ta kalino ingada
Okay.
aldo.
You might not be ready to take on someone with smarts yet.
Apli tonomuta.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Kala.
Thanks you for being such a good student.
Kialdo male kanaro ton. Apli tonomuta.
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Kala can't see.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Berry.
That's why you should be sure to thank him for it.
Är det automatorn jag ska ha nu?
Catchy.
Kialdo male kanaro tono.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Asana yotutupu.
She's happy you appreciate what others do for you.
Vaseno kasaman varut. Anora kapapom.
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device.
Kototuku.
Okej.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
Ingada aldo.
Says it's not a record keeper, more like a companion.
Ingada aldo.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Katya toku.
Says a good rest makes you ready for tomorrow. Rest and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Antoro. Can't see. Come on.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire.
Oh,
That's just
Jaha.
adding fuel to the flames.
jag har ingen aning om att det var quick times events på gång.
Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Andro.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
Gendrana mala. Kalino.
There's nowhere to run to this time. The time has come to stand and fight.
Aria roche nui mumera. Gendrana mala.
Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead.
Do male tuku.
She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. History has finally caught up with her.
Anaro lute. Taifanamenuma.
She had a life before you were born, you know. Darker and less fun. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present.
Okej.
You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
Liksom inte beredd på det med quick times event. Då ska jag väl erkänna. Så att det är inte så snyggt inlagt i spelet. Va? Nej. Det skulle hända.
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
Ja, och här blir det en liten paus igen så att återkommer om en liten stund faktiskt.